Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to film. I got my box in from Unearthly Cosmetics and we have one of the Halloween palettes or the fall palettes. I chose Warms My Blood. I got a couple of other goodies that I'm going to use in today's video. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Okay, so thank you so much for clicking on my video. Today what I thought that I would do is I would give you some information on some of the new Halloween palettes or fall palettes that Unearthly Cosmetics has released. I have one with me today. I do believe that I'll be placing an order for at least one more because they're just so good, you guys. The one that I chose, so in PR, they did tell us that we could choose one of the four palettes. I chose this one, the Warms My Blood. Honestly, it was the Shimmers. When I saw it, oh my God, I gasped. And I knew that I had to have that one. But I got other stuff here. So we have this new loose, it's called Ghoulight Loose Pigment in the shade Seance. So we'll swatch that. And then she also included Glimmer Grasp. It's a glitter glue. She called it a shimmer primer. So either way, I'm so excited because the one that I have is super, super old from Too Faced. So that one's going in the trash. And then she also included the Power of 3. It's a beauty sponge trio. So very, very excited to use this. So I think what I'll do is we'll do some swatches, some live swatches. I'll put a look together. I'll use some of these other products so that you can get a good sense of some of the products that she has released recently. And then we'll talk about it. Now, if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on my video. My name's Yadi and I like makeup. I like indie makeup, luxury makeup, high-end makeup, drugstore makeup, and I show a little bit of new, a little bit of my own collection, and then I just like talking about makeup. So if you're into that, make sure and subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. That really does help my channel out, so I definitely appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the swatches. Okay, so the palette that I chose is Warms My Blood. And then we've got our girl Aaliyah on the cover. Isn't she stunning? That's one thing about Unearthly Cosmetics. She always has the best artists on her palettes. This comes with a sleeve. She was on a live stream on my channel and she talked about how actually she works backwards. So she'll engage an artist and then she'll tell them a little bit about what her vision is for the next project. She lets the artist go to work, and then when they come back with the artwork for the next palette, from the artwork that they've created for her, she'll take inspiration from that and then start working on her color story. So I think it's really interesting to kind of hear like from a founder how they put together color stories and or their creative process is like. So anyway, so this one is an eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette. Now, out of the four palettes that were released, this one's the largest one, and it's also the pricier one. So this one has a price tag of $70, and this one has 20 pans. The Weirdos, which is the one that I wanted, but it's sold out currently, that one has 12 pans, and it retails for $50. Then you have 1964 and So Strange, and those two palettes come with 8 pans, and they also retail for $50. So all three of the other palettes retail for $50. This one retails for $70, but I'll show you why. The shimmers in here are incredible. So again, the largest palette of them all, and they do come with 12 shimmers. So it was these two rows that got me. But in addition to that, like the purples, the browns, the grays, like orange, they all scream fall. I mean, look at this shade here, Centuries. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to swatch that baby. So when I saw it, it was kind of a no-brainer. Like, I just loved it instantly. If you're going to shop for any of these palettes or any of the goodies that I showed today or anything on their website, I do have a special code with them. My code is Yadi and you save 10% site-wide. The only time that my code doesn't work is on collabs. So if she collabed with another creator, which I think she just recently did with Cheapo Gray, then my code doesn't work on that, but it does work on everything else. Okay, so again, let me just quickly show you the palette. How beautiful. This one does have a 12-month shelf life, and it is vegan and cruelty-free or Leaping Bunny certified. It does come with a mirror, so I won't blind you. And again, the 20 shades. So what we're going to do first is we're going to swatch them. I do live swatches. I've gotten feedback from you guys that you really do like seeing the live swatches. And then just to let you know, I don't prep my arm in any way. I don't put primer down, foundation, none of that. It's just a bare arm. So we can kind of see just how strong the pigments are or how it works. If it doesn't swatch well, I'll let you know. You'll be able to see it. So, okay, let's get started. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the mattes and then we'll go into the shimmers. So the first shade is Drink. Whew. Queen of the Damned, if you know, or fun fact, my husband was telling me, it's actually a prequel for Interview with the Vampire. So that title or that name, that shade name makes a lot of sense. That's stunning. I mean, it's red, but it's got a little bit of a neon orange in there that I can see. It's gorgeous. The next one is Betrayal. Wow. Betrayal. I think the shimmers are really going to make this into a fall vampy palette because some of these look like they could be spring colors. This one is Lestat. Nice matte gray there. Perfect, perfect for fall. The next one is another purple shade and it's called Resurrect. Kind of a softer purple than the first one. The first one's a little more maroon, but it's beautiful. The next one is Marius. Woo! True Blood Red. So, you know, Marius is one of the most powerful vampires in the movie. Also, son of the millennia. Yeah, that's a crazy red. Love it. I'm excited for the next one. The next one is Forsaken. Oh, her mattes and her matte blacks as well as Nomad Cosmetics matte blacks are just insane, you guys. They're insane, but at the same time, they're super blendable. You don't have to be afraid of these blacks. The next one is Alone. So a dark matte brown. Nice. Love it. The next one is Mother. Ooh, that's so beautiful. It looks brown in the pan, but it's got like this terracotta kind of spin to it. That's beautiful. Oh my God, I love it. The next one is called a Violin. Ooh, this is a nice shade too. It's like a peanut butter shade. Very, very nice. Ugh, just the last four. Beautiful color story. And then the last matte is called Stone, and it's a matte white. So it's interesting. She included a matte black and a matte white, but look at that white. Oh my goodness. I mean, you guys saw me. I swatched it and I did go this way and that way. That is an incredible matte white. So there are your mattes. All right, the next part is the shimmers. What makes everybody scream on the inside? I know for sure me. I took off the other swatches because I wanted to make sure that I really did good swatches of the shimmers when I don't do it very well when I do it on this side. But I will also say it is a pressed pigment palette. Sometimes pressed pigments can stain your arms or your eyelids, I guess I should say. This one didn't. So although the colors were very rich and very bold, especially the reds, those tend to stain. This one didn't, so just FYI. All right, so we're going to do the same. We'll just go down the next two rows and I'll tell you the names. Ooh, I'm swatching the first one. Ugh. It's like that very soft shimmer formula that kind of dips in the pan when you touch it. And then the next one was kind of flaky. So the first one that I have is Jessie. Oh my God, it's swatched like silk. Oh, wow. You see the shift there? Pink, gold, rose gold. That is beautiful. Wow, love it. The next one is called Queen. Oh, I haven't swatched shades like this in so long. Now, it is kind of like a flaky formula, you know, kind of the ones that you have to melt on your lid and then kind of spread so it doesn't go everywhere. But look at this. Oh, that shade is magic. So definitely white and gold and purple or lavender. Very fluorescent almost. The next one is Immortality. When she swatched this one on her live, I died. So if you don't follow the founder of Unearthly Cosmetics, she has a YouTube channel where she'll post like sneak peeks. And it's Hayden Haunts. I'll link it down below. But look at that beauty. Oh my gosh. This kind of reminds me of that red one from Bronze Seduction, the Pat McGrath palette. it is incredible. Like the tone and just how satin and shimmery it is definitely reminds me of it, but it's so beautiful. The next one's also kind of one of those flaky shades, so you really have to like work with the lid and melt it down and make sure that you get it really good. It's called Centuries. It's the one that looks bronze and then it has specks of black in it. Oh my God. This is one of those that just will kind of swatch forever. Look at this, you guys. Whew. Liquid gold. Look at that. I mean, you can just see the shift just like that. Wow. Kind of swatched all the way around. This one's pretty. It's also a soft one that dips the pan when you press it in. It's called Human. Beautiful. The next one is Awaken, and it's also one of those flaky shades. So we got those in gel form from her, now in powder. And so I heard that it's really hard to formulate these in a powder that will stay in the pan. But it's one of those like luminescent angelic shades. Ooh, this one has like a neon green flip to it. Wow, do you see how it's like chunky at the top? So you have to melt it with your body heat, but they look like glass. Oh, there you go. You can see like the lime in it. Do you see that? Wow. And like I swatched it and I still have so much on my finger. Yeah, you have to work with it, but I do believe that this glitter primer that she sent will be really good for that. So the next one is Akasha, and it's a similar formula to the red one that we swatched. A very nice gold. I have to like look up tutorials on how to use these golds because I don't always know how. I know people love them, but sometimes I'm always lost. Like, how do you use it? In a really beautiful look. The next one is Charms. This one's a nice one. You see the sparkle in that purple? Charms. Wow, this one's really cute. Ooh. The next one is another one of those flaky shades. So she has quite a bit of those in this palette. It's a pretty nice silver slash almost pewter. I don't know. That's beautiful. That with the black shade, or even using the matte gray as the base and then putting this one on top. I was only going to do one look, but I don't know, guys. I'm just like loving all of these. I want to try them all right now. Ooh, the last one is Worship, and it's the same formula as the red. Wow. Oh, yeah. Same formula as the red. It'll just kind of, not the red, this first brown one, it'll just kind of keep going. Look at how rich and beautiful that is. So here are your shimmers. Ooh. Super impressed by this first one. Super impressed by this one. I really like this one, the purple one. And this one too. I mean, all of them, you guys. Come on, let's be honest. All of them. Let's get to playing with it. Okay, so I think that I might do 3 looks actually. I am going to do just 2 sample looks, like one on each eye, which I know that a lot of people do that, but I hate doing that. Like for some reason, I just have a really hard time focusing on just one eye at a time. So it turns out looking weird, but I'll do 1 sample look on each eye. And then at the end, I'll do a full look with the makeup. We'll test out the primer, the sponges, all of that. One of the looks that I mentioned as I was swatching was like, this would be so beautiful if we just do like a base of the matte gray and then we go in with Admiral Arms. Oh, this glitter. It is beautiful, you guys. It's so good. So let's just try it. Let's just play around with the palette, put some color combinations together, and then see if it works, right? That's what this video should be all about, just kind of some inspo. Okay, so I'm just going to go with my A501 from BK Beauty, the Angie collection, and I'm going to go into Lestat and just kind of pack my brush. Okay, brought you in a little closer so you can see what I'm doing with my eyeballs. Okay, I already got glitter everywhere. I mean, we just have to accept that that's what it's going to be today, right? So I already packed it. I already primed my lids, and I'm just going to go right at the base on the lid and just pack it in. Pack it in, pack it in. Grabbing a little bit more on this MAC 224. Just so that there's no harsh lines. Very simple, right? Very easy. Great color. I'm going to take just a tad bit of Forsaken, the matte black, and just place it there. See what I mean about the black, you guys? Like, you don't have to be afraid of it, especially with Nomad and Unearthly. Their matte blacks are freaking phenomenal. I mean, there's no other word. Look at how easy that blended. No issues, nothing. Okay, now I'm going to take my finger. I'm not going to use the glitter primer on this one. I'll use it on the next look, but I'm going to take my finger and go into Admiral Arms. It's so amazing. Look at that shift. It looks like, it looks like those nails they're doing nowadays, the holographic nails. It's just incredible. So I'll just take it and I'll just, this is one of the flaky shades that I was telling you guys about. So I would definitely consider doing what I'm doing, which is just placing and holding, placing and holding. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. Just placing and holding so that it kind of melts with your body warmth and you get rid of the flakies. Oh my goodness. There you go. So definitely the star of the show. The gray and the black are just supporting actors here, where this one is the star. I'm just going to bring a little more gray on the top there, just to make it kind of look like it's fading away, but like, look. I'm wearing this. I'm wearing this color, this look for New Year's for sure. Put a little more of the black just to make it look complete. I'm just dabbing. I'm not gonna blend or swipe because then glitter will get everywhere, but I mean, come on, you guys. We're done. We're done. Took a whole 90 seconds to put together. Wow. Can you imagine with like, I don't know if I would do eyeliner, maybe I would, but like big, bold lashes and just like very pale, very minimal makeup, very pale lips with like a little bit of a nude gloss. Oh my God. I might play with a look like that next weekend and then post it just to give you guys some inspo, okay? Okay, I think the next ones that I want to play with are the purples. So from swatching, I definitely remember that this one was a lighter purple, Resurrect. So gonna go in with my BK Beauty 202. Start at the outside and then just slowly blend in. It's a little patchy there. Purples are really hard to formulate from what I've heard. So there's Resurrect, looks great. Now I want to use this Glimmer, or yeah, it's called Glimmer Grasp. And she didn't call it a glitter glue, she called it a glitter primer. I'm assuming it means the same thing. Okay, I love this packaging. So that's what it looks like there. You get a clear top, and then I kind of like this. It's a clear spout because then you can kind of tell when the product is coming out. Okay, right off the bat, you guys, it looks very similar to the Too Faced. It's a little thick, like I had to press it really hard to get it out. I don't really know how people use glitter glue. I don't use it very much, but I'll just do it with a brush. Just set it down. It does give you like a good amount of time to work it into the area that you want it. Kind of neutralize that area too. I feel like I know what shimmer I'm going to use, but I feel like I want to put a little bit of red on the outside of this. Is that crazy? Let me grab Marius. That's the deeper red, the second red that we saw in the palette. Ooh, okay. So I'll go back into Resurrect. I'll just kind of buff it at the top. Ooh, I love this color combination. That's so pretty, look. The glitter glue has dried, so I'm gonna go into the first Shimmer Jessie. We'll kind of see how it works on a brush because it is one of those really soft shimmers, almost like a flaky. Not picking up much. Okay, I'm just using my finger. Whew. We'll do some swatch comparisons of like the same shimmer with and without glitter primer to see if it really makes a difference. There's people that just like swear by glitter primer or glitter glue and others that don't. I am one that doesn't use it as much. I do when I remember, but I don't really have problems with my shimmers, like, you know, kind of with the fallout. I don't have trouble with my shimmers creasing during the day, not at all. I will say that it's because I use really good indie shimmers. I love this red look. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna deepen up the red. I am going to use a little bit of the black again. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just went in with a little bit of black to deepen up this red. The same brush for the red. I'm not getting any additional product, just kind of blending. This is the 8503. I'm gonna dip into the white shadow a little bit just to place at the top. That's what we got going on. I love it. I think I do like a wing on this one. So I'll just use their black shadow with an eyeliner pen. Isn't this matte black crazy? Look at how quickly we got an eyeliner there. Wow. Okay, so there we go. Here's look number 1. There's look number 2. I love them. Oh my God, I love them both. Look at the blend on that. You guys, I'm not a professional, so like it's really a big deal. It's really important to have good shadows because they're going to blend so beautifully. I mean, that could have gotten very messy very quickly. I didn't use a glitter primer there, but it's like the gray stayed where it needed to stay, the black stayed where it needed to stay, and so did the shimmer. So yeah. All right, just some look inspo. Let's put together the third and final look, and I'll do like my makeup, my lipstick, everything so that you guys can get a really good sense of what it would look like. Okay, cleaned off those 2 looks. Now, I also wanted to note, like this side, the one that I had the red and the purple shade on, I had the glitter primer versus this side. And they both didn't come off right away, which is good. The staying power of the glitter is good. But on the side that I had the glitter primer, it's like it cleaned off easier than the side that I didn't. Glitter kind of went, glitter, shimmer, it kind of went everywhere. So, I mean, I think it is very effective. So I wanted to point that out. So let's get started with our full and final look. I think I may want to try a halo eye. So I'm going to start with the shade Violin. It looks like peanut butter. This is in my Sonia G Classic Crease. And I'm just gonna place that all in the crease, even going down in the inner eye, since it will be a halo eye. Okay, so a really pretty shade just on its own. I love it. Now I'm gonna go in with the next one, which is Mother, this terracotta color here. I wanna create a really soft, pretty gradient. Now the first color we kind of put everywhere and it was fine. This one I'm going to strategically put here, more than swiping, just kind of tapping. And then just whatever's left over, we'll slowly start to arch it at the top and connect the 2. Now we're going to go into the shade Alone, which was this dark matte brown. Notice I got a smaller brush here. This is the Sonia G Soft Definer. And I'm going to get even more targeted. closer to the center than the outside. Then I take the brush that I used with the second color and then just make sure there's no harshness towards the outside of the eye. I know it looks crazy, but it will come together. I know on YouTube we always cut out a lot of like the quiet time where we're blending and stuff, but just know it's going to take a lot of just blending to make sure that even though you can see the deeper shades as they start to kind of fade out, like you still want to make sure there's no harsh lines. The only lines you don't have to be careful with are the ones on the inside here because the shimmer is going to cover it all. So you guys will see that. I just wanted to make that note because sometimes I cut that stuff out in editing because if I didn't, my videos would be super, super long. But just know I sit there and I do a lot of detailed work. Okay, next we learned our lesson. We're going to use this glitter primer here. And I think I'm just going to go in with my finger. I honestly don't know what the rule is. You let me know in the comments down below. Like, are we supposed to apply this with a finger or with a brush? Not the rules, but like what is best practice, I guess. I just don't use glitter primers too much. It's going on just fine with the finger, by the way. Okay, we're going to go into the shade Centuries, this one here. Remember how beautiful that was? The one that kind of just swatched forever. Oh my God. Amazing. And sometimes I'll kind of take it up just a little bit. Wow. That's crazy. So the thing about the halo eye is you're creating kind of a little spotlight on your eye. So you don't have to like worry about it being so perfect. As long as you surround it with like darker shades, it'll look good. So I'm going back in and just kind of starting to press the two colors together. Like once your mascara and eyeliner and everything's done, it'll look good. I'm gonna go in just a little bit into that Alone shade, the dark brown shade, and just kind of marry the two. I'll take the first shade one more time, like that peanut butter looking shade, and I'll just kind of go around everything. I didn't have to use the black because that dark brown was so good, but I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of the white at the top. You see, it does make a difference. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it just kind of cleans things up. I like to use a fluffy brush when I use a white shadow because I want it to look diffused. I don't want to see a harsh white line at the brow area. So I use the white, but it cleans it up really nice. See that? Okay, I'm going to show you the sponges. I'll do my foundation and my concealer with them, and then I'll just kind of speed through the rest of my makeup, and then we'll come back for the final look. Okay, so I let my primer set down for a little while, and I wanted to show you the sponges. This is called the Power of 3. It's a beauty sponge trio. So this retails for $16. I love the packaging. Look at how cute it is. Super, super cute. And it's like in a cardboard packaging, and then it comes with 3 sponges. I haven't even seen what shapes these are. Okay. So they're traditional like beauty blender sizes. You have a smaller one and then a larger one here. That's great. And then this one, ooh, this one's very unique, you guys. Look at the shape of this one. I guess that's what she means by getting into near the nose. Look at this. Let me go wet these and I'll be right back. Okay, so I wet the sponges. Of course, pretty typical to other beauty sponges, they did grow a little in size. What I wanted to tell you guys is these feel really good and soft, the white and the green one, but this one feels like super, super squishy, like maybe even more luxurious than these two. I can't explain it. It's just softer. It's plushier. I don't know. Anyway, I was looking around their website where the tools and the brushes and everything are, which I totally forgot. I should have used their brushes on this video because they're really good. But they also have a magnetic pen. So for all my indie beauty lovers, go check it out. I think it's like $5 or $6, but it's like a magnetic pen where you can lift the pan out of a palette if it's a magnetic palette and, you know, kind of switch your stuff around. Or like, you know, with my indie singles, I always like to use a magnetic pen to pick it up because I don't want to dig my nail in it. So anyway, just FYI. We'll use these and then see how they feel. I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I always put it on the back of my hand and then just kind of spread it. That's just what I do. I'll do one side the way I normally do, which is just pat with my finger, spread it a little, and then go in with my beauty blender. And then on the other side, I will just dip the sponge on my hand to see if it really does well with not soaking up too much product. So we'll see how that works. I'll go in with this one first. Just kind of make sure everything's smooth. Okay, definitely did a good job. Everything looks good. Now on this side, I'll just because we're testing them, I'll go in with the black one straight into the foundation here and start pouncing the product. That was very fast, very easy. I feel this is a really good foundation anyway, but I feel like I got a little more coverage by going straight with the sponge into the product. So I'll just build it up on this side. So, you know, like their claims, like it won't soak up your products. I don't know. I think it's true. I got more coverage on this side than this side with my finger. Yeah, on my forehead too. I got more coverage on this side. So, yep. Just wanted to make sure the claims are true because a lot of the times we do feel like our sponges are soaking up a lot of the products. So most people will say if you want more coverage, use a brush. But no, I got really nice coverage. I don't feel like it soaked up a lot of my products. So, all right, let's try the white one. Okay, now we're going to use the sponges for our concealer. I normally, when I do my concealer, I always will put it on, let it set for just a second, and then I will go in with a brush. I'll spray my setting spray on there and then start to blend. Once I do that, then I go in with a wet sponge, but I want to test these sponges out. So I'll skip the setting spray and we'll just use it, see how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this one. I'm excited. It's just so unique, so different. I'm going to start here. Her packaging did say like it was good to get into areas like around the nose, which, yes, of course. Okay, that worked really nice also. Everything looks very smooth. I don't really know which area to use under my eyes, so I guess I'll use the smaller side and just get to blending. So I will say, like, I've got little folds in here, and it's always really hard to get in there with the brush because of the texture. Like, it's just really soft. It's really easy to, like, go in kind of deep without feeling like I'm tugging at my eye or whatever. So just what I've noticed. Okay, that looked really good. I would say that for the foundation, I feel like this brush or this sponge gave me more coverage on this side, but with the concealer sponge, the one that I used for concealer, I feel like it took away a little bit of coverage. So I didn't have my camera turned on, but I went back and I added just a tiny bit of concealer and then patted it in with my finger to see, and it was definitely a lot more coverage than with the sponge. So just want to point that out. And then I'm going to use this sponge again, and I'm going to go into my powder, set the rest of my face with it. I'll use this one for my under eyes since it's so soft, into the powder. Okay, so for the sponges, I mean, they're good. They're good. These two are going to be my favorite. This one I'm not sure about. I'll keep playing with it. I just know that it took away some of the coverage from the concealer, but these are really good, especially the black one, but both of them I like. Okay, and here's the final look. I love, love, love how everything came out. On the lips, I just have a Milani matte liquid lipstick, and then I put this lip gloss on top, the Unearthly Cosmetics, and it just reminded me, she does have some new lip products coming out soon, and I will tell you, I mean, her liquid matte lipstick formula was like one of my best of 2021 because it's so, so good. And then using this lip gloss again, I just was reminded that I think what I told her when I tried this for the first time, I'm like, this feels like the Pat McGrath lip gloss formula, okay? So I just feel like, although Unearthly Cosmetics is known for their eyeshadows, like, don't underestimate her lip products, her blushes. I used her blush today and highlight. Like, her powders are so good, you guys, are face powders. So anyway, I just wanted to give the lip products and the face products a shout out because they're so, so good. And I feel like they don't get the hype that they deserve. Okay, so final thoughts. I want to tell you that I absolutely love, love, love this palette. It's so beautiful. You saw me swatch it. You saw 3 looks for inspo. It is just gorgeous. Another stunner. I definitely highly recommend. As I'm filming this, it's not sold out yet. I think the only one that's sold out is the Weirdos. But this is such a beautiful palette. And I mean, like, look at this. I love how everything came together. The 3 sponges, I like the 3 sponges. I don't know. I'm going to play with this one more. I feel like the sponges in general were really good. They feel luxurious, you guys. I know it says that on the packaging, but they really do feel luxurious. So I would definitely recommend these sponges. Again, the pack of 3 is 16. The glitter primer or glitter grasp, I have to tell you something. We have a fail. And because I have a lot of experience with our eyeshadows, I know that it is definitely not the eyeshadow. So let me bring you in to show you what I'm talking about. So from the time that I put this eye look together to now, it's actually been a couple hours because I was just doing other stuff and I got distracted or whatever. So I had placed the glitter glue down and then I put that shimmer down, right? And I noticed that it was separating. Do you guys see that? How it's separating in that area? Right where the glitter is or the shimmer. So I said, that's weird. So I grabbed a little more of the shimmer and I placed it down in that area. From the time that I placed the shimmer down the second time, it's probably been an hour and a half. And when I was doing my mascara, I'm like, wait, what? It's separated again. So I don't know, you guys. Again, I have a lot of experience with her shimmer formula, her duochrome formula, her mattes, everything. They always perform so nicely. I honestly feel it's this. So I'm just going to call it. I'll keep playing with it and I can, you know, go back and leave a pinned comment on this video. But I don't know. I think that this is what made my shadow separate. So I'm going to say I don't recommend this. Just kind of keeping it real, but that's what my experience was. The next product we didn't really get to play with, so I'll play with it in another video, but it was the Seance Loose Pigment or Ghoulight Loose Glitter. Let me just quickly open it and give you guys a swatch. In the picture that I saw, oh wow. In the picture that I saw, it was like kind of just spread out all through her eye. I'm going to a soccer game, but let's just try. I mean, this looks like liquid diamonds. It's not liquid, it's powder, but still. Wow. I'm just going to place it here. Whew. Place it here. And just kind of spread. I don't know if you guys can see it. I feel like you can't. Is this a highlight? Ooh. Ooh, you see that there? You see that there? It's kind of like a line. 'Cause I have to... Wow. Do you see that? Ooh. I don't know if my camera's capturing it, but wow, that's gorgeous. Ooh, and I still have so much left on my finger. Look at that. So you know how they were talking about how The sponges can be used for the body too. Oh, it's like such a beautiful shimmer. Let me just like spread it on my hand so you guys can see it. Can you guys see that? It makes like the skin glisten. Like my best way of describing it. You know, like when Edward Cullen from Twilight goes out in the sun? That's what it looks like. Ooh, this is gorgeous. And it feels like nothing on the skin. Wow, I really, really like it, you guys. It doesn't look glittery, it looks shimmery. The best thing that I can compare it to is this Kaleidos, the Space Age Prophecy. You know how it's like a multi-chrome highlight? I mean, it looks a little more intense there, but that's the kind of shimmer that it does, that it gives the skin. You really can't see it. I'm filming in natural daylight, but that's what it is. Oh, wow. This is actually like an exact dupe for the Kaleidos Space Age Prophecy highlighter. I mean, it's loose. It's loose, but it's so beautiful. Oh, I'm so bummed. I don't think my camera's capturing it. Okay, so final thoughts. Love the palette. Recommend it. Love the sponges. Recommend them. Don't love the glitter grasp. I'm sorry. I just have to keep it real. And then I absolutely love, love, love this ghoulight highlighter. It's in the shade Seance 2G. It looks beautiful, you guys. It really, really does. I mean, I hate that my camera's not capturing, but it is the most beautiful shimmer to the skin. So highly recommend. All right, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or what you thought of the looks. Also, let me know if you picked up any of these products. Again, use my code Yadi to save 10%. It is an affiliate code, so if you use it, I do make a small commission, but I appreciate you guys using it. It doesn't cost you anything. It actually saves you 10%. So don't forget to like the video. Make sure and subscribe before you go, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!